CMV, if your wife is walking around in a full burqa or niqab while you're in shorts and a t-shirt, then it's not about Islam. It's about controlling your women. This double standard exists because the double standard is baked into most of these religions. So you're saying you're fine with people practicing their religion and not trying to bash their religion, but really that is where the problem is. Everyone's saying, if it's her choice it's all good. What about the vast majority of the world where it's not her choice? My mom is Mormon. The women used to have to wear veils in the temple. They stopped having the women wear their veils, I guess. My mom called my sister and told her that she felt like she was losing her identity. Maybe some women like it. Let her wear what she likes. Why are you people so obsessed with Muslim women law? Stop trying to impose your Western ideals on them. Weirdos like you who are desperate to see them uncovered are the reason they wear it, I would assume. Also, I could say the same about women in bikinis with men who are only wearing shorts. Why can't these women walk around with no bra on? It's clear from these threads that Op has a clear confirmation bias that won't be changed, completely oblivious to his own societal pressures but only takes issues with a certain religions. Maybe she's just cold? This thread did not go how Op thought it would. Law. Seems like you're forcing liberalism on Islam. It's not supposed to be equal, so there's no hypocrisy. Men have roles and women have roles. It might be true that some insecure men like Islam for its restrictions on women, but it's also true that most Muslims were probably raised in Islam. What if a woman wants to dress that way? You think they have no independent thought? You're a bit of a sexist yourself, it seems. Removed. Certain opinions within the religion mandate this, and most of the women choose to follow it. It's against the religion to impose it on other people. The Quran says there is no compulsion in Islam. Greater than, I'm not saying you can't be a feminist and wear a burqa, niqab, or hijab. So, a female choosing how to live her own life is not feminist. Greater than that, it's highly misogynistic, yet you are quite literally judging and labeling them for not wearing your approved clothing. And #200B. Think about this one, Nate. As long as she chooses to wear the burqa, then there's no issue. I also love how Islamic women are commenting in this thread how your reasonings are not the reasons they wear it. And Ip is saying, nah. The burqa is a symbol of oppression, and it being your choice doesn't change that. You just internalizing your own oppression because it's your culture, or you think it makes you more pious. Nowhere in the Quran does it actually say to wear a hijab, etc. What's referred to in Quran 24.31 is to cover oneself modestly, guard one's private parts, and not to expose their adornment, which has been misinterpreted into what we see today. There is no requirement for women to wear it, so it is entirely conceived to control women. Or maybe I'm just an atheist. The answer is not complicated, really. From Islam point of view, what part of a female should be covered is different than this of a male, so it might be okay for a male to wear a t-shirt, but not the other way around from pure religious point of view. Removed. What does Islam say about a man's attire? It says men must cover from their belly button to their knees. Last time I checked, shorts and t-shirt does that unless he's wearing short shorts. A shorts and a t-shirt is perfectly permissible for men in Islam. BTW Sue. Who are we to judge how people dress? Some people like living that way. If someone doesn't and they're forced to, I feel really bad for them. But some people really do like dressing this way for themselves. Controlling women is a fundamental part of Islam. So, in a mixed marriage between an agnostic man and a Muslim woman, the woman wearing a burqa or a niqab means the man is controlling her. When all the harshest rules apply to only one group of people, when their word, worth and humanity is constantly belittled and dismissed, when they are explicitly said to be less, to be inferior, then it's hard to argue that your values are about anything other than oppression and control. How do you know doesn't choose to dress that way? Many do. I think a flaw here is that all religious structures are about controlling all people within that group. Not _just this religion _wants to control _just this part of its following _to single out any one religion is unfair to all the other culty, fake, inherently wrong belief systems, since only one can possibly be correct. Is it not possible for someone to encourage another to do something they think is right, while not doing it themselves? Can a heroin addict try to tell me not to do heroin? Would they then be trying to control me, or are they trying to guide me away from something they see as harmful? Modern Islam is literally all about controlling women. You can abuse women without even being a Muslim too. Don't. Lol. It's the religion of peace, bruh. Isn't Mia Khalifa a Muslim? I think Khalifa is a Muslim name like that building in the Arab Emirates. You absolutely right. Religion is all about controlling and imposing roles to follow within society. All religions reflect misogynistic views and support the patriarchy, which together results in exactly the double standard you're talking about. Well, what if the woman wants to dress like that, but she cannot convince his man to be extremely Muslim? Men literally have their own clothing rules in Islam, but for some reason everyone just focuses on women? I'm a Christian, so I have no stake in this, but what gives you the right to tell people what is a part of their religion and what isn't? The Quran clearly states that is how women need to dress to be modest, and I disagree with that, and you can too, but that doesn't mean it's not about Islam. The thing is, modesty can be feminist, empowering if the woman is choosing to express herself that way. She shouldn't have to dress the same way as her husband. Hijab bans and hijab enforcements are both wrong because they remove the choice from women. Unless she is choosing to dress that, I agree. I will not change your view, cause it's right law. All religions are about control. The logic is that because women are sexier than men, they need to cover up more. It's literally both. Conservative Islam itself is, partly, about controlling women. Read the Quran and it's clear. I think it's funny that they are not campaigning to change Western women's way of dressing, but Western women want to change their way of dressing. If you are not a Muslim woman, it's not your fight to have. Men actually do have an awra in place they should cover, but mostly they don't respect it anyways. And yes, in some relationship they force women to wear hijab, niqab. And it's disgusting, plus it's haram, since if you want to wear it, you have to do it for God and not for someone else. I don't know if this is out of context, but anyways. There is indeed a double standard. Let's restrict what men wear, as well. Or not at all for everyone. Islam itself is about controlling women. That's lit though. 1000% correct. I am born Muslim. I thank flock that my parents have the good sense to not be religious, not force any bullshit on me. And yeah, Islamic men are very hypocritical. Why not both? I always perceived that urge to execute absolute control over women an integral part of Islam. Some women choose the veil and the chadors. It has to do with their comfort. I'm not saying some women are pressured, but you, as an outsider, don't matter to me as far as your view. Unless you aim to get out and work to help those doing the pressuring as an activist, this post serves no real purpose. There is no compulsion in religion. Removed. Tradition is a form of control, whether people likes it or not is another story. Removed. Dude, why you worried about somebody else's wife and life? Absolutely right.